All right. Today we get the honor and privilege of chatting to the main man, Reza. How are you, my friend?
Fabulous, fantastic.
Good to have
How
you,
are you,
mate.
mate?
I'm really good, mate. I'm really good, and so good to have you on here. We're celebrating your 20K month and all the cool things you're doing, dude. So I thought it'd be very appropriate to share your journey and share some of the shifts that you made in order to get you to where you are now, and obviously where you're about to go, which is even more exciting. So, mate, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. It's really a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be part of your group and community. Yeah, the inspiration that comes through that community, from yourself, from the rest of the team, your guest speakers has been critical. The admin support, Tish, I have to mention Tish. She's an
Yeah,
absolutely awesome. Like
she's
she just
amazing.
makes it so seamless, mate. So the whole crew is incredibly amazing. And the biggest difference I've seen from I'll, Andy, I've spent over 50, 70, I don't know what the number is, on coaching masterminds, all
Right.
kinds of programs. Yeah. Um, and yeah, there's a massive shift here that I was able to make that I wasn't able to make in all those. And the biggest one is y- I found that in Relentless, it's clients first and their results first, and me and my ego and how much money I make second.
Mm, mm.
That really comes through. Whereas in other places, it's all about it's about me and how much money I'm going to make and what they do. And then clients is like a secondary thing.
Yeah.
And you when you've been in the game for a long time, you realize that, not when you're a newbie.
Yeah, so true, my man. So true. And again, the community is so important. And I think the more we grow that and the more people like you achieve, it inspires everybody else as well, which is just like this beautiful circle of life, right? It's an amazing thing. So
Absolutely.
before we get into all the cool stuff you're doing, dude, tell us, who do you help and how do you help them?
My core offer is it's let's call it a career coach. I help business analysts in technology. I help them get unstuck, create that vision of future clarity, because a lot of people I lack clarity, but obviously don't sell clarity. I sell promotion and pay rise, and
Yeah.
a dream job. I sell a dream job. That's what I
Mm.
sell.
Amazing, mate. Amazing. And talk to me a little bit about what was your journey like before Relentless and everything that we've sort of done together here.
Um, I got into self development. I didn't realize it could be a career. Just dot points, and then eventually I realized, oh, all these people are making these money. Amazing! I can do what I love, and at the same time, I can create the life I want, and I can make the money I want, and that's so awesome. So I wanted to do that. The key thing that I was sold a dream. This is a little bit I'm a bit disappointed with, that I was sold a dream and put on a plate, but it didn't work like that. It was a marketing thing for me to buy, right? Oh,
Mm.
you only need a couple of hours a week. You can have a work life balance. You could do this on the side of your job. All these kind of. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm fucking in for that, right?
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
sets you off on the wrong tangent, mate, because, for so long, I thought there was something wrong with me because I was listening to those instructions and I wasn't getting results. And the imposter syndrome comes in. That's all of that on top of it, though. And I'm not good enough. So,
So true, man. I think that's one of the worst things in the industry as a whole is again the low expectations of how you got to show up, the identity and the growth that you've got to go through, and of course the iterations and optimization that it takes, and that's why I outwardly promote, work ethic and being in the trenches and failing quick and improving quicker and all those
mhm,
things. And I think that, you're at the level now where you get that so inherently, and that's why you're killing it. So I love that you've had that realization and obviously gone all in. And
mm.
so, on the back of that, you were before RE, I guess it was a little bit inconsistent, struggling a little bit. Talk to me about your journey with Relentless and some of the big shifts that have now taken you to the 20K month mark.
Yeah, beautiful. So the 20K month, like the work started 5 months ago, 6 months ago, when I, went all in, no safety net. And that was an aha moment when I had one of your guests on and I was having a chat with him. And the quality of your guests are like really high. these are people that are running really good businesses, multi-million. These guys are not just talking theory to you. They're talking tactical, real experience, and you can see it come through to them. And when I had that moment with, I don't remember the gentleman's name. I wish I could, but I realized, oh my God, I've literally been like, I told this to my missus. I said, hey, I've been walking around the pool pretending I'm a swimmer, but I'm really not. I'm just dipping my toe in the water and I'm just walking around going, hey, watch me. I'm a swimmer. And every once in a while, I'll do a little dip and then come back out. But
Awesome
I don't know how to
analogy.
fucking swim at all. I've never swam.
Yeah.
Apologies for for the F bombs, but
No,
they
no.
will come out.
Uh,
But so yeah, I just didn't know what it took, and there was two or three guests that gave me those aha moments that I was like, oh my god, I'm doing this wrong, and the inspiration that came through the team as well. Like you don't know this, but I watch your 4 a.m. dips in the freezer, and that has been inspiration. That's been inspirational for me. I'm like, if Andy's doing that, I can do this.
Appreciate
And you turning up every day, every day, every day, every day. I know it might seem boring for you, but for me, it was like, man, this is so good.
that.
That was an inspiration for me, and that was another thing that was like, I need to do this. I
Mm,
got to turn up every single day. It's not
mm.
going to be perfect, but I turn up every single day.
I love that, man. I love that. And again, I saw that shift in you last year and that commitment and that hunger and that drive. And I knew you had a fire in the belly. And through that, you obviously recommitted to jumping on the classes and started to go hard. And I believe that you sort of hit an 8K month, the 10K month, and then we've moved on to the 20K month. Talk
Hmm.
to me about like tactically and I guess what were the mindset shifts and obviously you've gone all in and just for everybody's awareness this was all organic as well. You're hammering the organic DM play. You haven't even started running paid ads where we're going to get you to eventually and then it's going to
I'm so excited for that.
then we're going to change the game, my man. But for everyone out there that's like, oh, I don't have enough money to invest in marketing, man, Reza is sending 150 minimum DMs a week. He's got a 30% close rate because he's in the classes sharpening his sales skills. So just talk to me about what you've applied and the biggest shifts that got you to this mark.
All right, tactically, what I've done is I literally went really deep into my avatar. I'm like, this is the guy, these are the pain points, iterated that a few times. I tried different, initially I was doing it myself on the DMs every morning, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. every morning. And it's to everyone, you need to do 4 to 8 hours a day on your business, I'm not talking about minimum four. Look, I'll tell because I've got some business clients as well. I'll tell them minimum 4 hours a day you got to be doing in your business, growing it. So I was doing DMs and I was playing with that and I could see, hey, shorter, sharper. I started huge ones, no response. Then I just got really to the point. What's their pain point? What do they want to get? And once I got that really going, then I just got somebody else to do it for me.
Awesome.
So I just got another guy doing that for me now. So that was my first hire.
Great
Somebody
hire
just
too. Really good
yeah,
move.
man.
This is one of
Yeah,
the most important aspects to the business, and it's going to be the one of the biggest revenue drivers. And obviously, you're coaching, you're juggling all these hats. There's someone in the DMs for you getting it done. I mean, obviously, it's worked well, and that's one of my I think big tips for everybody watching is that if you're not able to do it yourself, delegate it, and get it done, and that's going to bring in the revenue.
yeah, and to be honest, Andy, I didn't have the money to do it at the start. Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to pay this guy to do this effort. I'm gonna take the chance. And what's the worst case that's gonna happen? I'm gonna lose a couple of grand, or I'm gonna lose a grand, and I'll assess it." And he started filling out my calendar. He was filling out my calendar. The strategy worked because I'd put in the work before to really get clear on what these people's pain points were. And it
Yes,
was, out of 150 a week, you're gonna get 4 sales calls,
exactly,
and that's all you
exactly.
need.
And that's it, man. It's a numbers game. The maths. And again, when
Yeah.
you're doing the volume, I mean, I always say this: we need volume in this game, and especially in the beginning. Like you're a good closer. You're charismatic. You know your stuff backwards. And so 30% is a great close rate. But even if you are learning, you need to get that volume to get the reps in so you can get up to the 30, 40, 50% close rate, which again, that's what you did. And you dialed in the boring things. And I want to highlight that because, as we go through our journey coaching individuals, we always have to go deep on the avatar and everyone hates doing it. Everyone's like, oh, it's just such a drain. They don't think it's important. But when you know your avatar intimately, then you're going to connect with them. And obviously, that's how you've gotten to where you are now.
Yep. And the first time I started to do DMs, I felt like puking, right? Because some of these people were in my network and I'd worked with them or I'd done with them. I'm like, what are they going to think? Oh my God, what's he doing? So it got to a point and I had to shift emotionally to say, here's my dream. Here's caring about what everybody thinks. Which
Yeah.
one do you want?
Well
And then
said.
I literally removed the emotion and go, I don't really give a fuck what these people think. I'm gonna be a robot. I had to be like a robot
Yeah.
and just remove full emotions. And that was
Mhm.
one of the shifts
Mm.
that I had to go, I just do this. And I constantly tell myself, I'm a multimillionaire businessman. I'm this. I'm da da da. I'm gonna make sales. I do the gratitude. I do like the affirmations every day. And sometimes I don't do them, but it's okay. But yeah, it's just continuously working on me and the business. Doesn't
I
stop.
love it. I love it. It's so true. One of the exactly. One of the biggest constraints, well, always the biggest constraint is ourselves, isn't it? It's our mindset blocks, our limiting beliefs, our identity needs to upgrade and mate, it's so impressive to see that shift in you. And now you've got that momentum and flow. So on the back of that, man, like what's the next big goal? We're doing 20K months. You're all in on this. You've got the
Yeah.
organic game on lock. Where are we taking you next?
Yeah. Next is ads, man. Next is ads. But my longer vision is I want to be a full business coach. So
Mm,
I'm doing this career coaching. So what I did was I was like, okay, what am I really, really good at right now? What's my niche? Right? Because to do business and executive coaching, I felt so imposter. Right. So then I just brought it back down. All right. What am
mm,
I really comfortable selling right now? What am I an expert in right now? And I'm going to build that and I'm going to build that to like a 200, 300, 500K revenue. And then I can say, hey, I'm a business coach. I can build a
yes,
business. Here's the
yeah,
proof. Right. These are the
mhm,
strategies I used. And that's what's been happening, in my business side as well, going to BNI, talking to people. Now I'm talking to them from my experience.
yes,
And now I'm creating an authority in that space because I was able to do it. And I can
mm,
tell them, hey, my calendar's full, man.
yeah,
I've got this many calls. And they're like, what? How are you doing that?
mm,
They want to
mm.
know.
Yeah, yeah. It's really exciting, man. And I love that you've got enough integrity to walk your talk before again upgrading to that next niche, next avatar. And again, you're going to get there, my friend. You're going to get there. You're on that trajectory. And as you know, brother, we got your back the whole way, man. We're going to do everything we
I
can to
know.
to help you
I know. And
scaling.
I would just want to make mentions like the work you guys do, the mindset, watching all the mindset, it's really to point. It's literally all to point. The stuff Matt does, the stuff you do, it's literally the guests that come in, it's literally to point. You cannot miss it. Just do it.
Mm. That's exciting, man. I really appreciate the kind words. Mate, what would you say to anyone that's been watching what we do and they're sort of sitting on the fence and maybe thinking about joining Relentless Education?
It's a no-brainer. Just come in, guys. Come in and commit. Listen to the team, and just implement. Listen to the team, implement. I think it's boring,
Mm,
yeah.
mm.
So everybody,
Hey, it's good advice,
but
man. It's good advice because sometimes it's that simple.
it's that simple. And I struggled with it for a long
Sorry, say
time.
that
I'm not,
again.
and that it is that simple. I struggled with it for a long time as well until in as I said in a couple of your guest sessions, it started to click for me. Oh wow! Once you see those
Mm,
business people
mm.
doing it, and you got access to them, proximity, you're like, fuck, that's who I
Yeah,
need to be.
yeah. So true.
There's a gap
So true.
between who you say you want to be and who you are. So you got to close the gap.
Yeah, what wise words, man. Wise words. I think everyone can take a lot from that. Mate,
Yeah,
again, I want to say congratulations on your 20K month and of course that constant scale. More importantly, dude, I just want to give you a shout out for that mental, emotional, and identity shift that you've clearly stepped into. You've really leaned in to your goals, your vision. You've picked your poison, like you said. You're like, am I going to have the luxury of sitting in my fears or am I going to lean into the uncertainty of stepping into the greater version of myself? And you've chosen the greater version of yourself, my friend.
amazing,
And
awesome.
again,
Can I
we're
can
really
I just
proud of you.
add one more thing? And this is a struggle a lot of
Yeah.
coaches go through is the avatar. Yeah, I was so close to
Mm,
changing avatars, or I did change a few avatars. It's not the avatar. As long as you
mm,
pick one and go all in, because you're gonna have to learn marketing, you're gonna have to learn sales, you're gonna have to learn all of these. Doesn't matter. And I said to myself, you know what? If this is not a great market and if it's a shit avatar, at least I'm gonna learn all the skills
Mm.
through it, and then when I go to an easy avatar, then it's gonna be easy. But like it worked with this, even though career is a challenging market.
Mm, absolutely. Yeah, it really is, man. And I remember you brought that up on one of the classes when we had that conversation, and you've got the exact right mindset around it. One of the things that holds most people back is they're flip flopping, not going all in on anything, testing something at a micro level and then bailing on it. And they spend 6 years trying to figure out a niche before they even get to marketing and sales. So you've got the right mindset, man, and you're absolutely crushing it, dude.
I'm
Really proud
grateful,
of you.
mate. I'm grateful for the support, brother. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the next chapter.
Right, exciting. Congrats on your 20K month and let's get ready for that 50K month. Let's go.
It's coming, 100.
It is.
Hey, I've got it
Thank
here.
you.
It's sitting here. Yeah, 100K month. Written a check for
Oh,
myself.
yes, yes. Proud of you, mate. Thank you for joining me.
Pleasure. Love you.